Hey everyone, welcome to yet another video. In this video, I'm going to talk to you 5 mistakes that are making you a band 5 in the writing section. Now, the last time I did a video, I told you that you were band 5 because of various reasons in the speaking section. I hope you checked that out. If you haven't, you can take a look at that video here. Now, in today's video, I'm going to similarly tell you how you are scored a band 5 and what you can do to improve beyond this level. Let's start with mistake number 1. The first and the foremost mistake that most students make in the writing area is their structure. If you fail to read the question properly, or you fail to stick to the format required by the IELTS writing examiners, or you don't completely fulfill the requirements of a question, all of these can cost you a band 5 in the writing area. Now for this, you can just follow simple steps like reading the question thoroughly and thinking through about what your idea is and why you believe in this idea. And last but not the least, think of some instances that can support this particular idea of yours, right? And then make sure you put that clearly in your body paragraphs. The second problem that happens with students and why they score a band 5 is their organizing of ideas. Now what happens is when you're starting a body paragraph, you start out with one idea but you end up talking about something else because you're just drifted with your thoughts, you're distracted with your thoughts, and this is the most natural thing to happen when you write without planning. So that is why make sure your sentence sequencing is as follows. You start out with the main idea, you give an example and give an explanation to that particular example. And this is the sequence that you follow with your body paragraphs. Now, in your introduction and your conclusion too, you need to follow a certain sequence. In the introduction sentence, you need to paraphrase and give the answer to the question. And in your conclusion, you need to paraphrase your opinion or the idea that you stated in your body paragraphs and also restate the question statement. So you need to follow this order in order to be scored a 7 or an 8 in the area of coherence and cohesion. So if you miss out on this structure, or you start out with an idea, write something else, or you don't write in paragraphs, you end up with a band 5. The third mistake is your writing style, your vocabulary and paraphrasing. IELTS writing is all about putting across your thoughts in English clearly and with good vocabulary. So you need to make sure that the question's words are not used and within an answer, your words are not repeating. You need to display some style of collocation and phrasal verbs. You need to know them by nature. You can't be memorizing them and using them in your answers. And also, your writing style can't be picked up from the various sources that you see on the internet. You can't use the memorized phrases that go like this. If you use any of them, again, your vocabulary score can come down. A lot of spelling errors can equally pull your score down in the vocabulary area. And the fourth mistake for today is your grammar. This is such an understated mistake. Nobody gives importance to grammar enough. But the problem is that if you make mistakes with commas, if you make mistakes with articles A, and the, if you make mistakes with singular and plural, with complex and compound structures, or with placing adverbs and not writing sentence structures correctly, all of these are counted, and somehow if you make a lot of them and it creates a problem for the reader to understand what you've written, your grammar score also comes down. So it is very important that you focus on your grammar. If at all you feel that this is a weak point, you give equal focus to grammar as the other weakness areas. And you can do this by either buying a grammar book or just referring to our content on grammar. I've done some basic lessons on tenses, on articles, on singular and plural, and also have given you some insights about adverbs, about grammatical range. So just check out this playlist on grammar, and that will help you just give a structure about how grammar as a section functions. Right. And the fifth mistake, I'm going to talk about the task 1 area here because I need to dedicate some time to task 1 as well. The fifth mistake is that simply you just don't follow the structure required in the area of task 1. So either you're writing the academic test or the GT test, you are expected to write in paragraphs. You're expected to put all the details in the diagram if you're writing an academic test, and you're expected to address all bullet points if you're writing the GT test. Your tone has to be good in a letter. You're expected to detail whatever bullet points are there. All of these are problems that can bring your score down. So remember, your writing score is calculated with the help of your task 1 and your task 2 score. So it's equally important that you give enough attention to both the areas. Although task 1 is weighed less, it is still important for you to do well in that area. Right? So that's it about today's video. I hope you solve these problems with your answers, and I hope that you found this lesson useful. If you want more such insights about the writing area, I've done some masterclasses in the past. You can again check this writing masterclass to understand more about writing task 2 structuring and paraphrasing. If you want to be a part of my masterclass, I kind of take a writing masterclass every week. So you can join the WhatsApp group and you will receive an alert about when the masterclass is going to be. And also, if you feel that you want to be coached by me, you want to be scored by me, and you need help with your writing answers, you can reach out to me through the admissions form that's there in the description of this video. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye-bye, take care, and make sure you're consistent.